What's going on, YouTube? Tom here. Yep, back in the Daily Driver Tacoma for a little bit here. Yep, I know, it's not much of a daily driver. I almost never actually drive it anymore. Seemed like I kept the truck to try to keep miles off the Mustang, and basically I bought a Mustang to keep miles off the truck. That's what you'd think I did. It's been horrible weather all week, so I wanted to drive my truck because I know it can handle the rain a little bit better. But today I wanted to talk about gas. It's another reason I like my truck is it's somewhat of a fuel saver. I also don't have to put 93 in the truck. Of course, me saying that, a lot of people like to debate you about, do you have to actually put 93 or not? That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit. Is it really worth using 93 octane, or are you wasting money with it? And of course, depending on the vehicle, that answer is different. Also depending on how you intend to drive the vehicle. So we slowly try to get out of here. Nobody ever wants to let you in around here. Always gotta love rush hour traffic. The other reason I got the truck is so it's an automatic. I don't have to deal with clutching all the time. Clutches aren't bad except when you really have to deal with stop and go. But talking about gas. Now, first of all, what is octane mean? That's the amount of fuel ready to be burned at any time. So, of course, the higher the number, basically the more explosive that fuel is. The more complete it'll burn when ignited. Now, of course, most people know it's pretty common knowledge when you go to a gas pump, you usually have the option of 87 octane, 89 octane, or 93 octane, or 91 if you live in California. And now, certain cars specifically call for in the manual to put 93 or better, usually 91, so they can sell in California. Now, why do you need to do that? Usually, cars with forced induction are more likely to call for 93 octane or also higher compression cars. So, the reason for that is, one, as I mentioned, you got more fuel ready to burn at any given time, that explosiveness. And then also, number two, higher the octane, the cooler that engine will run on that fuel. Now, most cars, such as this Tacoma, you don't need to use premium gas. It's a complete waste of money to use it because the truck doesn't call for it. It doesn't do you any good. The truck is tuned to run on 87 and it runs just fine. Now, you can put 93, and you can be one of these people that swears up and down online that your truck feels more powerful because it has 93 in it. Although we all know that's just plain and simple not the case. It's not going to actually be more powerful at all. It's going to be exactly the same. But at that point, the truck's just going to run, basically, it lightened your wallet a little better. Maybe just that a little bit faster because your wallet's lighter. But in a car like my Mustang, it says premium is recommended but not required. Now, what does that mean? Now, obviously, it runs just fine on 87, but they would prefer you putting 93. Now, of course, some people have said, oh, that's because they have some deal with the oil companies, which I'm thinking, now that's not it at all. But the answer is, and it actually will tell you in the manual, everyone always says, I need to read the manual more. Well, it says right there, because it helps the engine run cooler, and especially in a hot climate. So, like, I live in Florida. Now, right now, it is 90 degrees, and I want to say it's at least, 70% relative humidity today. It's a hot, steamy day outside. And of course, if I were driving the Mustang, it would be running pretty hot right now. So, that car, of course, recommends it, especially for hot climates, to help keep the temperatures cooler as it's running. Now, like I said, not required. That car does not require 93 at all. So it would run just fine on 87, but I personally drive that car like I stole it all the time. So I put 93 just for that peace of mind that the car's going to run cooler as I'm driving it hard. but not required means if I put 87, it's probably not even going to feel that much different to me. But I personally hate money, so I've decided I think I'm going to go for a 93 tune in the near future on that car. Basically what that means is you change the timing on the car. Now, when you run aggressive timing, your car is more likely to run hot. And what that does is, of course, it means, when you're running hot, engine's going to heat up. Most modern ECUs are going to pull that timing out of the tune. And it's probably going to run a lot cooler, but it's going to in turn pull power from the car. So one advantage of running premium fuel is you get to run cooler temperatures, and therefore you get to run more timing in the car. And of course, at that point, more power. So the idea behind tuning a car to run solely on 93 or even 91 is you get to run cooler, you get to run that higher power. You take advantage of that high octane. So that's always a plus. Now you see a lot of people do that with their cars, and of course some will even go for an E85 tune. Now E85 runs 105 octane. That's why a lot of people like to do it, and especially in boosted applications. If you go forced induction, you're cramming a lot more air into that confined space. When you cram air, air heats up. So therefore, it's a lot better of a suggestion to run 93. And of course, most tunes at that point for forced induction do require either 91 or 93 octane already. So that's something to keep in mind. You're going to see more of an advantage of premium fuel versus regular fuel if you have a forced induction vehicle to start with. Of course, my Mustang is naturally aspirated, but not saying that I might not decide to boost it someday. It might someday get a supercharger. At that point, it would be required to run 93 octane. So, let me know in the comments section below what you think about this. Kind of like my explanation of why you should run 87 versus 93. Let me know what you think about that, your thoughts and opinions on that. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. Anyway, take care, have a good day.